It's official. I'm the richest create engineer on this server. Look. Oh. That's not good. I think I've dug the longest strip mine on the server. What? Hello everybody, I'm DSL25 and welcome to the Create Let's Play server, where today we're going to change the fact that I've got small mining tunnels and I'm low on riches. So let's get right into it. So the way we're going to solve the resource problem and get a bigger mining tunnel is with one of these guys next to my head. Yes, a mechanical drill. But the thing is, one mechanical drill will take ages to get us the resources we want. So we're going to use this little guy and a few other blocks to create a tunnel bore. And we're not just going to use one. No, we're going to use a ton. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to prep an area where I'm going to build this big behemoth of a machine and gather some resources, and I'll bring you guys right back. And here we have the new pad where we're going to build the new mining rig. So it's just a floating piece of dirt at the moment. I will add a second layer to the bottom of this for in case we break some dirt. And I will do a nice cliff like we did over there sometime. Maybe this episode, maybe the next. Maybe between episodes. Not really sure how you feel about cliff building. But for now, let's quickly head on over to the shulkers. And here I've got all the resources. So this will be the resource for the actual machine, and as you guys can see, I've got 3 stacks of mechanical drills. It works out to 3 chunks wide and I think about 3 or 4 or 5 blocks high, not really sure. And we've got the body, deployers, and then over here we've got some extra resources that we just need to get this build finished. And then just the other create stuff, or if I need any create stuff, and then a junk chest for all the junk. So I think, let me just get orientated with the chunks and everything, and then we'll build the miner. So what I went and did is just mark the start point and the end point of the drill, and I'm going to remove the torch. So it's going to be exactly 3 chunks. So if we press F3 and G, we've got chunk number 1, 2, and 3. So on this side, it's going to be this. Oh, wrong way around. With just the drills on it. Did I drop one? No, I didn't. With just the drills on it. And this wall's going to repeat itself from here to there. And the wall of drills has been completed. So it's currently 3 chunks wide by 4 blocks high, which amounts to 3 whole stacks of drills. So what I'm going to do first is just glue this bad boy together. Even though it's not done, we're going to do this part. So it's from this one on top here. And I do believe we're going to have to go in chunks because you can't glue too much. So that's 1 chunk, and we're going to do this. And let's go do the other one as well quickly. Let's grab ourselves just some dirt just to pillar up on. Temporary little staircase. And we're going to go from that one again all the way 1 into this chunk. And then we're just going to take that one and just go all the way to the end of this chunk. And this should have all 3 segments glued up and ready to go. So while we have F3 on to see the grids, what I want to do is find the center of these grid over here. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go. And then we've got 1, 2. So 2 open and 2 open. So that's the center part. So that's the area where we're going to build our next little part. So the next part will be the part that powers this whole machine. So from here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks out. And we're going to come all the way down to the ground, because what needs to happen on this side is we need to have something that picks up the tracks, because you see this thing's going to ride on train tracks. And then we're going to have tracks, and then let's say 2 gaps, and we're going to have your minecart assembler over there. And then this one we're going to rip out actually, and we're just going to do a staircase over here. And this is a trick Maya taught me, that if your minecart's stuck, you can't really nudge it when it's a full block, but if it's a stair, you can always crouch and nudge it a bit to go forward. And then we're going to leave 2 open again, and this thing will just constantly ride. But I mean, we need to put down train tracks, so we're going to do this, and this will be a deployer, and we're going to give it a rail filter, and we're going to give it a rail. So it places rails. Let me just take some of those out. I'm just going to give it 2 for now. We just give it 2 rails. There we go. And then on the side here, I'm just going to plonk that in for the extra rails. And then what I'm going to do in this one, we'll also add different blocks. So let's do this. So we're going to add cobble, deep slate, or dirt. Depending on which level you farm, you'll get more of the one than the other. And these we're going to use to go down over here. And I hope I can place this. We're just going to do this. And let's see if we can wrench it. There we go. We wrenched that. And then let's just place a normal dirt block there. And for now, I'm just going to say cobble. We give it a cobble filter, and we tell it to place cobble. So what this technically does is, if there is a shortage or if there's a hole there, this deployer will first deploy a block there, and then after that the rail can put a rail down on top of that. I do believe these are at the right heights, and yeah, that's just what it's going to look like. And what we can do is we can actually glue in a seat over here if we want. That way we can sit on this machine and go. But I think for now I'm just going to leave it like that, so I can run around and torch spam while we drill. But we first need to make sure everything's glued. So this one will go with that, and then from here we'll go all the way up, and then this one and that, and then from there to here all the way up. Same over here, there to there, and this one will just be first be up to there, and then from there to there. And then we just need to make sure that all of these, oh, I ran out of blocks. All of these are glued together as well. So from there all the way to the drill bits. And it's very important not to have any glue, any air blocks glued, because like if this passes by a block and there's a glued block here, something will just get stuck to it. So now we've got everything. We've got filters with cobble for this deployer, and we've got a filter for rail with this one. We've got a little, what do you call it, plow that will pick up any extra tracks. Let me just grab one here. And we've got a deployed a place track, place cobble. So what we need now is to put down our minecart, and that will go over there. And temporarily, we're just going to power it to see if it picks everything up. But if we do this, and it literally just picked up the entire machine. So that's great. So the machine is there, but we need storage. So let's quickly maybe sleep and then do storage. So I'm just going to lower it again, and it places it all down. Okay, cool. Sleep time. So storage. I am not sure how long we're going to run this machine for, but what I was thinking is maybe doing chests like this. That should work fine. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 10 double chests, and we repeat it on the other side with an additional 10. Okay, that could work. And we just do shoots in here, and then shoots at the bottom like this. Oh, we ran out of shoots. But now generally the idea is, if we just do this quickly, that whenever we have this miner, we take it out, we take it to go mine, and then here in the floor I want to add shoots as well. So what that would do is, when I bring the miner back, I can put it down, I can place it down, and then these inventories will empty out into our mass storage system. Because here's the fun thing, when this mine is finished and you pick it up, it actually keeps the inventory. So it is like one big Omega storage room on wheels. So that's the idea with this. So I'm quickly going to get some more chutes, add them in, glue them on, and then for gluing, I'm just literally going to go from there all the way to there. And now it should be glued to that area in front. That's it, that's right. And I'll just do it on the other side as well. So this thing's completed, and I think it's time that we pick it up. So how this works is we'll flip the lever, it'll pick up, and if we right click this cart like that, we pick up the entire machine. And what happens is if we want to put it back down, we can just right click over there, it puts it down, we can lower it, and we'll empty the inventories. So that's really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to TP to a village we found a way whiles back, and dig the way all the way down to where we want to mine, and then I'll bring you guys back for that. So we're currently all the way down at level 40, and we flew quite a whiles away from not our base, from a different village we teleported to. So I'm going to put down a waste and just call it mine and test, and we don't have to make it global, it's just where I want to test everything. So we've got a little waypoint set up, and next thing we need to do is we need to just put down a rail, we need to put down this thing, we need to power it, because if we place down the minecart unpowered, it will instantly break all the blocks because it can't occupy the same space. So I can demonstrate that by putting that off and putting this down. And then literally now if I just dig forward, you'll see the machine is in here and it destroyed all the blocks that was there to replace it, basically replace them. So I'm gonna pick it up again, and now it's currently mining just to open up the slot in front of the mines. So let's do this. Okay, and then this sometimes happens, I noticed, that where if you get your the rails and the blocks you were going to place is not currently in the inventory. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say, we can't say, we need to put it down. See, there we go, filter rail, because it couldn't get that. And now if we power it, you see, it places it down. So we can do that and this. And if we put down coal in that, it actually starts going. And now here's the fun part. Now we need to torch up this area because it can become very dangerous very fast. So we don't have to do everything all over, just every now and then, just to make sure that we see. And then, oh wow, we can also go around and mine all the blocks in the side here. So I'm just going to do this quickly. Let's just put that down, and let's see if we can just pause this contraption real fast. Just put that there, and once it drives through there, it should stop because it's not powered, and we can just pick up the minecart. Let's do that. We got that. We'll just convert it back into a hopper minecart, a furnace minecart, and I do believe we put down this chest first, so it should fill up first as well. Oh, it's not that one. Oh, it's the one on the furthest. And look, we already got some zinc, we got some copper, we've got some azurine, and a bunch of cobble and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this machine run for a while, and then I'll bring you guys back and we can look at the resources we've gathered. And the fun part about this is I can move it down a layer, 4 layers, and just let it go back through and get all of these goodies as well. But for now, let's just stay on this level, and I'll just go around mining some of the extras myself. There we have a whole chunk of land ripped up. So I can see we've got a few variety of blocks. I know we got coal, we got zinc, we got some of azurine, I think, granite, dirt, coal, everything. But let's go back to base and see exactly what we got. Back to base, and like previously mentioned, we can just now block down this thing right over here. It puts it down, and if we do this, it lowers it, and we can see exactly what we got. And I mean, we've got some cobble, we've got raw zinc. So let's take out some of the more valuable things like zinc, copper, and iron, and coal. And I'm quickly going to go through all the chests, just grab out those things and bring you guys back. And the final valuable yield, well, we've got all of that copper plus then 8 blocks. So we might have ran into a vein somewhere, so I'll go back and look for that. Some more copper over here, so it's basically a shulk in a bit. We've got a bunch of coal, some zinc, some iron, some lapis. I would have liked a lot more of these, but that's what we got. But we did get, however, some in ore form that I chopped up, some more copper, iron, coal, and an even Certus cord. We've got 5, which is good. We've got a lot of azurine, which is fine because the uses for this, we can crush them. We've got a 30% chance of getting zinc ore and nugget. So that is quite good. So we'll maybe automate that a bit. And then we've got andesite, and that's not even all the andesite. I mean, there is still loads of resources in here. So yeah, that's quite good yield. It is, however, time for me to say goodbye because I ran out of time, and yeah, I have a lot of other things IRL that needs to happen. But thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Please go check out the other engineers, HypnoJo and MiahQuests. We'll link them down in the description. And remember, hit that like button, do subscribe, and if you really enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, if there's a specific farm you would like to see, let me know in the comments as well, and we'll see what we can do about that. Until the next time, bye for now.